Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And today we're going to focus on staying ahead of the curve in the fast-paced world of technical writing.
Hmm,
I think we all know that's a pretty relevant one.
for sure.
We're going to be diving into an article by Curt Robbins,
Oh, yeah.
senior technical writer.
He's got a pretty impressive resume, too.
He does. He's worked with some big names: FedEx, Microsoft, Wells Fargo.
Yeah, you name it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So we know he's got some serious insights to share,
Oh, yeah.
especially for folks like you guys listening out there. Technical writers, documentation experts, IT professionals.
I think what's really interesting is Robbins doesn't just point out the obvious, like technology is always changing.
Right.
He really dives into like how those changes impact you specifically as a technical writer.
Yeah.
So, for example, he highlights the rise of audio and video content,
Uh-huh.
especially with AI tools becoming more accessible.
Okay, so it's not just about writing a clear manual anymore.
Yeah.
You got to think about how someone might learn through a podcast
Hmm.
or a video or a tutorial.
And you know what? Robbins actually walks the walk. He doesn't just talk the talk.
Oh, really?
He has a blog with almost 100 articles, and each one has a companion podcast episode.
Wow.
Plus, on top of that, he runs two podcasts, Technical Writing Success and AI for Technical Writers.
Okay.
So that's 10 new episodes every week. He even suggests checking out two of his articles, Accessibility and Inclusivity in Technical Writing,
Hmm.
and IT Professionals. Embrace audio content,
Okay.
just for some deeper insights into how things are shifting.
So this isn't just about jumping on the latest tech bandwagon. It's
Yeah.
about making sure your writing is accessible and engaging no matter what,
Precisely.
no matter the medium.
Yeah, he really argues that as technology evolves, the way we communicate about it should too.
Right.
He's not saying abandon traditional writing altogether,
Yeah.
but he's saying we need to expand our skill set so that we can reach a wider audience.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. How often do you sit down and read like a long technical document,
Yeah.
like cover to cover?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a quick video tutorial
Yeah.
or a podcast and you're good to go.
Exactly. So we've established that the technical writing landscape is changing.
Mm-hmm.
But what does Robbins actually suggest we do about it?
Well, that's where the emphasis on community comes in.
Okay.
He stresses that you can't navigate these changes alone.
Yeah.
And in fact, he started a technical writing success LinkedIn group.
Oh, cool.
It's got nearly 600 members already.
Wow. So it's about finding your tribe, connecting with other people who are facing the same challenges you are, and
Yeah.
kind of sharing solutions.
Yes. He encourages engaging not just with his content, but with the wider community of thought leaders.
Okay.
This idea of collective learning is something he feels really strongly about.
He's not just building a platform. He's trying to build a movement, it sounds like.
It seems that way, and what's refreshing is that his approach is all about genuine engagement. Not shallow tactics like contests and prizes.
So it's not about chasing followers or likes.
Exactly. He believes in building community through knowledge sharing and mentoring,
Hmm.
helping both junior and senior writers thrive.
Okay.
In fact, he has an article called Why Social Media Engagement Trumps Follower Count, which really digs into this philosophy.
You know what I think that resonates with a lot of people?
I think so too.
Because it can be so overwhelming trying to keep up with all the latest social media strategies.
Oh, for sure.
It's almost a relief to hear somebody say, like, focus on genuine connections, not just the numbers.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And Robbins believes that this focus on quality interaction is actually crucial for everyone's success.
Okay, so it's not just about personal gain. It's about lifting each other up.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbins is saying by supporting each other and sharing knowledge, we all benefit.
Right.
Kind of like the rising tide lifts all boats.
Right.
He's not afraid to set some pretty ambitious goals either.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, he envisions, 10,000 members for that LinkedIn group
Wow.
and a similar number of subscribers for each of his podcasts.
That's a big goal.
It is, but he emphasizes that this growth relies on community support.
Right.
He's not about the typical follow me please you see all over online.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, he's inviting listeners to be a part of something bigger.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
not about him.
Yeah, he's really putting the responsibility on us to
Yeah.
step up and engage.
That's right. He's not offering, freebies or gimmicks to artificially inflate his numbers or anything.
Right.
It's about that genuine connection based on shared values.
Yeah, I think that's a powerful message.
I do too.
It's so easy to get caught up in the numbers game.
Oh, yeah. And that's where his call to action becomes really important.
Okay.
He wants listeners to be active participants, not just passive consumers.
Hmm.
He's essentially saying, let's stop just absorbing information and start shaping the future of our field.
So how do we do that?
Well, he encourages us to engage with content in a meaningful way.
Okay.
Share our own experiences, ask questions, support those thought leaders who are pushing the boundaries.
Mhm.
It's about moving from a mindset of competition to one of collaboration. When we view each other as allies instead of rivals, we can actually learn from each other's successes
Yeah.
and offer support during challenges.
I think that's a message that resonates far beyond just technical writing.
I think so too.
This idea of active engagement and collaborative growth.
Yeah,
I mean, that's applicable to any field.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in a world that's, increasingly complex and interconnected.
Yeah.
Breaking down silos and embracing collaboration is more important than ever.
Yeah. And this brings us back to Robbins' central message. Engagement is the lifeblood of a thriving community.
Mm, mm,
Whether it's leaving a thoughtful comment,
mm.
participating in a discussion, sharing valuable content. Each action contributes to the collective growth.
He even highlights the importance of being selective about who we follow.
Okay.
It's not just about quantity, it's about quality.
Mm.
Find the voices that challenge your thinking and inspire you to be better.
So we need to be intentional about who we allow to influence our thinking.
That's a great way to put it. It's like curating your own personal learning network.
And Robbins is challenging us to step up and contribute to that network.
He is. He's not saying we all need to become like social media influencers or anything,
Right.
but he is encouraging us to find ways to contribute even in small ways.
Okay.
Because even a small action can make a difference.
So we need to be active participants, not just passive consumers.
Mm-hmm.
But where do we start?
Well, Robbins suggests starting small.
Okay.
Leave a thoughtful comment on an article that resonated with you.
Mm.
Maybe reach out to a writer whose work you admire.
Yeah.
Share a valuable resource you've discovered with your network. The key is to find what feels authentic and comfortable for you.
So it's about finding our own way to contribute,
Yeah,
even if it's just dipping our toes in the water at first.
exactly. And remember, you're not alone in this. Robbins has built resources and communities specifically to support you.
Right.
That technical writing success LinkedIn group is a great example.
Yeah. I mean, nearly 600 people are already there having discussions, sharing resources, supporting each other's growth.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got online communities, we've got connecting with thought leaders. What else?
Networking events,
Wait.
whether they're online or in person.
Mm.
These gatherings provide opportunities to meet other professionals, exchange ideas, and build relationships.
It sounds like Robbins is really hitting home the importance of building those connections.
Yes.
And it's not about collecting business cards or trying to sell yourself, right?
No, it's about building genuine connections and finding ways to support each other's growth.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into Robbins' perspective, what are the key takeaways? What action can we take today to enhance our engagement in the technical writing community? And I think what really struck me about Robbins' perspective
Yeah.
is his emphasis on authenticity.
Absolutely. Being genuine in our interactions, sharing knowledge, freely supporting each other without expecting anything in return. So Robbins is advocating for a more human approach,
Right.
one built on shared values and a genuine desire to help each other succeed.
And that brings us to a crucial question for you, the listener. What one action will you take today
Yeah.
to engage more actively within the technical writing community?
Right.
Will you join a LinkedIn group? Will you leave a thoughtful comment on an article?
Yeah.
Or reach out to a fellow writer whose work you admire?
No matter how small it may seem, every step towards greater engagement contributes to the collective growth and vibrancy of this field.
So let's all make a conscious effort to connect, share, and support each other.
Absolutely. The future of technical writing isn't just about keeping up with the latest technology.
Right.
It's about building a strong and supportive community that empowers us all to succeed.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring.
Yeah,
And remember, the conversation doesn't end here.
that's right.
Share your thoughts, connect with others, and keep learning and growing together.
Absolutely.